What's up, everyone, and welcome to an all new special Halloween episode of Did You Hear That? A show where we talk about the spooky things. And today we're going to be talking about some spooky Halloween traditions, favorite Halloween movies, Halloween candy. We got all kinds of tricks and treats for you. I'm your host, Brandon, and this is my lovely co host and wife, Nina.
Hey guys, what's up?
And today we've got some special co hosts with us today. We've got the gruesome twosome, the kiddos. We've got Miss Annavay.
Hi.
And we've got Miss Loralie.
What's up?
And yeah, we brought you guys down to talk about some Halloween stuff. It's my favorite time of year. I always look forward to this time of year because of obviously the candy, the good Halloween movies. Spirit Halloween's up and running, so I love to go in there and check out all the cool stuff that they have. And yeah, just wanted to talk all things Halloween today. So let's get into it. The Halloween season, we're going to be putting this out on actual Halloween. So we got all dressed up. First time I painted my face in probably 20 years. And yeah, I love the Halloween season. Like I said, the scary movies, the candy, um, all the stores put out the cool Halloween stuff, skeletons, Frankenstein, ghosts, all the different types of stuff. So, what's your favorite part about Halloween? Nina, I'll start with you.
I honestly put on my falsies for this.
Okay.
So I am wearing the falsies for the first time in my life. So happy Halloween.
Okay, but is that your favorite part of Halloween?
It is today.
All right. Well, I guess that's good enough. Lorelai, what's your favorite part about Halloween?
Being a clown.
Being a clown?
Yep.
All right. So dressing up, you think that's fun? Not the candy?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Annabelle, what about you?
Mine has to be watching Halloween movies, like a Halloween marathon and eating candy.
Nice. Well, that's perfect because one of the topics I wanted to cover was favorite Halloween movies. I've got so many. I just remember like as a kid sitting up. I think AMC had like a horror movie marathon. They may still do that. I don't know. We haven't had cable in so long. I couldn't tell you. But my go-tos were always the classics like Friday the 13th, the actual Halloween movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. Um, that's the real like definition of a good Halloween movie. Sets the tone. It's usually around set around something like a spooky location, scary location. But everything from the makeups, the creativity, and people getting knocked off, all that stuff. Nina, what would be your favorite Halloween movie?
Well, it's kind of a little bit of a toss up because I am a diehard fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, but I have lately got into Corpse Bride as well. So those are kind of Halloweeny, if you will.
Yeah.
But those are the only two that I can think of. Of course, well, no, I lied. Um, if you had asked me any other day, I would have remembered.
All right, if you think about it, just come back to us. What about you, Annabelle?
To be honest, I don't really have a favorite. I enjoy watching Hocus Pocus.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus has to be like my number one first movie to watch during Halloween. But
Yeah,
I do have to say probably Friday the 13th and how all the Halloween movies
Hocus Pocus is a good one. That's a real good classic Halloween movie. I remember I don't know if they still do it, but when I was a kid in school when it would be around Halloween time, they would actually put that on in the classroom.
And I know I don't know if you know it. It's like mom's boyfriend is a vampire. Or something.
Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire,
Yeah.
the Disney movie. I love that movie as a kid too.
Yeah, those have to be my two favorites.
Yeah, Disney had a bunch of those, like original, kid-friendly Halloween movies, but they were always really entertaining. Lorelai, what about you? What's your favorite Halloween movie?
I like, on Halloween, I really like to watch Coraline and Corpse Bride and Jack the Skeleton, because who doesn't want to watch those on Halloween?
Good choices. Good choices. I can't believe that I forgot to mention this one, but I think one of the all-time favorite Halloween movies. I remember it being like a big special that they put out. Really talked it up. Kind of scared kids more than I thought they. I think they realized that it was going to. But the movie Ernest Scared Stupid.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that movie doesn't get enough love, but yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid. That was a really good one.
I mean, Adam Sandler, the one what
Hubie Halloween.
Hubie. That I always want to say Hubby Halloween. Yeah. It's Hubie Halloween. That one's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, that's a really good newer one that's become like a classic, a staple. I definitely throw that one on ever since it came out, every season since. Well, we can't talk about Halloween without talking about going trick or treating, collecting your favorite Halloween candy and stuff like that. So let's hear it. Favorite Halloween candy?
Reese's.
Nice.
Reese's.
Very good. Orla?
M&M's.
M&M's.
What
Classic
kind?
or peanuts? Yeah.
What kind?
It doesn't matter, as long as they're M&M's, I'm fine.
Nice.
So she just likes M&M's in general.
Yeah. It's funny, like when I was a kid, I used to hate those stupid. They were like peanut butter candies, the single candies in the wrapper, the wax wrapper. They would either come in
The chewy ones?
Yeah, they would either come in an orange wrapper or a black wrapper. That was like the cheap throwaway candy as a kid.
I love those.
Yeah, as an adult, I love those too.
I loved them as a kid.
Yeah, now when I was a kid, get that crap out of here. I wanted like the bottle cap candies, the full size Snicker bars.
I could never do like the balls or whatever. They just made me sick.
Oh yeah, the milk duds or whatever.
Yeah.
Malted milk duds.
Yeah.
They leave like a film in your mouth, like on like the top of.
It's like a candy cookie and.
Are you talking about milk duds?
Yeah, milk duds.
Yeah, they leave like a film on like the roof of your mouth.
I mean, I didn't mind them. They weren't my favorite, but I didn't mind them. Wasn't a big deal. But going trick or treating, so obviously you're gonna have to dress up. I remember when I was a kid, I think I had like 3 or 4 costumes that would just kind of swap out each year. One was like the fat old man, the dirty fat hobo, the fat sad clown.
Yeah.
And then there was a dinosaur costume when I was real little. But yeah, those were my ones that I would switch back and forth. I also really just love the sad clown one. I would put like this big, huge pillow. One of my cousins, we would go trick or treating together. He would do that too, and we would just run and bounce into each other. Our moms would fuss at us because we were getting our costumes dirty.
Sumo wrestlers?
Sure. Sad hobo clown sumo wrestlers.
That's immediately what I thought about. This little chubby guys in this big old outfits. Have you ever worn one of those?
No.
Crazy fun and hilarious to try to move in on.
That would be fun. So what do you got? What was your favorite costume that stood out to you?
Well, before I end up talking about that, y'all gotta know that there's a clown right here. And y'all over here talking junk.
I was a sad fat hobo clown. What are you talking about?
That's
You're a shadow clown.
Junk. Okay, green monster.
I'm the budget Frankenstein. What are you talking about?
Budget Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, my favorite one has to be maybe that time that I was like a vampire queen.
Nice. Nina, what was one that stood out for you that you really liked?
Clearly, I'm wearing it.
The cat costume?
Yeah, I had to do a repeat
Nice.
with the falsies, of course, because this is my first time ever doing falsies, and
Okay.
I'm on fire for it.
I hear you. Annavay, what about you? What was one of your favorites as a kid?
As a kid?
Yeah.
Um,
Or older, doesn't matter. Just favorite Halloween costume.
Can I say two?
Sure.
Mine has to be when I was younger. I dressed up as a sugar soul. Like I had like my face like tattooed, like the things and everything. And mine is probably gonna be this upcoming Halloween. Is what I'm gonna be. Is a clown.
Nice.
And I'm going all out for it. And it's gonna be my first year dressing up in I think since I was 8.
Wow. Yeah, I think the last time that I remember you dressing up, you were the
That
scarecrow. Yeah, and that was a long
Yeah,
time ago.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it wasn't that long. It was when I was 11. But
I mean, yeah, it seems like forever now, though. So yeah, Halloween's got like some really weird kind of traditions and things that go on, like the old thing where you can't buy a black cat around Halloween because afraid somebody might try to sacrifice one or something weird like that.
Don't sacrifice me, please.
Even down to like kids trick or treating. I remember my mom going through my candy and stuff, checking for razor blades and needles and all that crazy stuff. But as an adult, I think that was just a chance for her to go through the good stuff and pull out like all the good candy.
Oh, 100%. I know for sure my parents were in there digging in our candy. Oh, we're keeping this one. We're keeping this one.
Yeah, the parent tax.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's exactly what that came down to.
It's like my mom instantly, do not eat any of that candy until I can check it when we get home. No, she was collecting parent tax.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I remember looking it up, and out of all the years, I mean, I'm pushing 40, and for the longest time when I was a kid, I always thought, oh man, what if my mom doesn't check it, and I get like the razor blade and the candy? But looking back, I mean, there may be a case here or there where that's happened, but I didn't really find anything to where that ever really happened. It was more of just like a precautionary thing, and
Honestly, I think you hear more of that nowadays than what you do or than what we did back then. More often now than what we did when we were kids.
yeah. So what's some other fun Halloween things? Like I never remember doing it, but I do remember having like school parties and stuff like that, and like bobbing for apples. Never did that, but that seems like that's only a Halloween thing. You don't hear like bobbing for hard boiled eggs during Easter or anything.
Yeah, it was definitely bobbing for apples at like a county fair or something like that.
Yeah.
During the Halloween season.
Think of how gross that is, though. Everybody
Everybody's
just
mouth in the
yeah
same bucket.
yeah because they're not pulling the apples out if you miss. You got somebody with two teeth barely hanging on, and you're going in behind them like, oh, I'm gonna get that one. They've already put the tooth marks in it.
Watch out, Farmer John's going in.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, he hadn't bathed in 6 months, but let's go bobbing for apples behind him. Let's see if we can win. What would you win? A free apple?
Meth head Susie is moving.
Oh God. Well, thank God COVID shut that one down. I'm positive that's when that came to an end. The bobbing for apples had a good run, but yeah, not after COVID hit.
What about you girls? What's one thing that you can associate when it comes to Halloween? When you think of Halloween, what would you
Yeah,
think of?
that's like specific to Halloween.
this is my question. Okay, this is very basic white girl of me, but one, I love going to the pumpkin patch.
Mm-hmm.
I love going to Starbucks,
Of course.
and I forgot. But pumpkin patch and Starbucks for sure. That and I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like
Pumpkin spice everything.
pumpkin
Yes.
spice everything nice.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice. I'm 100% guilty. I like pumpkin spice. And I know for sure that one right over there, our little shadow clown, loves pumpkin spice too.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is as guilty as charged.
So what about you? Do you associate anything specifically with Halloween?
Pumpkins.
Just pumpkin.
Coffee.
Coffee.
But coffee's year round though.
Clowns.
Clowns. I can't believe out of all of us sitting here, no one mentioned apple cider. That's another one that I associate. It's not my favorite, but it seems like at every like school party or if just a regular party, somebody pulled out the apple cider.
You know, come to think of it, yeah, I can see the apple cider because around Christmas it's eggnog.
Oh yeah.
So I can see the Halloween drink being the apple cider.
Yeah.
I know what the other thing was carving pumpkins. I love
Carving pumpkins. Yeah.
Or painting pumpkins.
Or painting pumpkins.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was one of my favorite things to do. Get like a nice white pumpkin and nice fresh canvas and just paint something on it. Yeah, that was always fun. I see people started getting fancy with like, all these fancy carving techniques and stuff where they would shave the pumpkin and do all this. That's too much work. It's going to wilt away and look like an 80-year-old man in 3 days anyways. It don't matter.
Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm one of those that would get my pumpkin, carve it, and then I would sit it out there, light it, and then after a week or two, I'm just sitting there looking at it like, what am I going to do with this pumpkin?
Yeah.
And then it's out there just wilting away before I just finally say I give up and throw it off into the woods.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when we all carved pumpkins and we let them sit for a hot minute.
Yeah, like till the following July.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were they black?
Like nothing left with the stem.
Ooh.
I remember it got so. Yeah, I remember it got several times where it just got so just degraded and nasty and wilted. I'd go to pick it up by the stem and just the stem comes off. Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah.
So gross. And I also remember one time we had put up we had put up a bunch of that fake spider web stuff outside. And then like within a couple days, I guess this big huge spider decided, oh, like I got a mansion now. And like a real one just started living in the spider web.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We don't need the fake spider web here, guys. I mean, you've seen the front bushes. I mean, the spiders have a heyday in our bushes out the front. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know what's up
need
with that, but year round they just make the biggest like spider web nests. Yeah. And if anybody knows what type of spiders do that, don't message us. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Arachnophobia.
Yeah. That was a movie. I don't really associate that as a Halloween movie, but that movie definitely scared the crap out of me as a kid. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I have such a big fear of spiders is because of that movie.
I've never actually personally watched that movie, but the one that would really freak me out was there was a couple of them like Anaconda and Snakes on a Plane. Snakes really get me.
Yeah, I don't want to run into a snake out in the wild, but those movies, they don't bother me. The spiders, though, if it's a realistic spider in a movie, I'm out. I don't like them in real life, and I don't like them on movies either. I'm out.
Your mom.
My mom would be rats for sure. Yeah.
100%.
If there's any movie lovers out there, the horror, the movie Willard. If anybody's ever seen that movie, yeah, that would destroy her.
What about that one movie we were watching maybe like a couple of years ago with the little girl that ran around and done the. And then
yeah,
she
she
was
hated
like
that
this.
too. Yeah. I would love to get. My mom is the perfect person for a podcast personality because she's just so naturally funny. I would love to get her on one of these shows. I think she would be too scared to do one.
She would be.
But yeah, it would be really freaking fun. What else? Any other Halloween traditions or anything that we can think of?
Haunted houses.
Haunted houses. Yeah.
Yes, I love haunted.
I haven't been to a haunted house in a really long time. I was a lot younger, but
Lorela has.
I know Annavay has over there too.
So, spill the tea. What's the tea? How do those haunted houses go this year, guys?
Well, I know definitely when Lorelai came home from going to hers,
She had
I think
plenty of tea to spill.
she was startled for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it jarred her pretty good.
Look at her. The little shadow clown won't speak.
Yeah.
She says we're not reliving that
She's
experience.
traumatized. She's already thinking about it. But yeah, haunted houses, yeah, they're always a fun Halloween tradition.
What about hayride?
Hay rides are fun too. I've always wanted to do a haunted hay ride, like where they kind of jump out and scare you, but just a nice hay ride out in the field or around a pumpkin patch is always fun.
For me, it doesn't even have to be haunted. Just sit in some hay and chill and ride, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like a good hay ride.
Stick me with some pumpkins.
So, anything else? Anything that we missed?
Candy corn.
Yeah, candy corn. Drop a
Licorice.
comment. I feel like that's one of those things where either you absolutely love candy corn or you absolutely hate it. I
Or
don't
the
think there's any
licorice.
middle ground.
Licorice.
Yeah, but that's not.
Not as big as candy
No,
corn.
no, no, no. Yeah, there's no comparison. Candy corn is the Halloween one, and you either love it or you hate it. Some people like the taste. Some people say it tastes like just plain crayons.
Crayons. 100%. That's me. Crayons.
It's not my favorite, but I like them. I'll eat them.
Do you like candy corn?
Yeah, I'll eat them.
I love candy corn, but
Yeah.
it has to be a certain brand though.
Yeah, the cheaper ones don't tend to taste that good. More of that crayon. Yeah.
Maybe that's what the issue is I've always probably just got the cheapy ones. Maybe that's the reason why I had the
Yeah, you
terrible
went to the wrong
experience with
neighborhood to
candy
trick or
corn.
treat. That's what it is.
I
Yeah.
need to go to the more ritzy ones where they get those big gigantor chocolate bars.
Yeah.
Maybe they hand out the better candy corn.
Speaking of that, like I always thought it was really cool. Like certain houses would go above and beyond. It wasn't just like a few pieces of candy. Like I remember we took Annabelle, we took you one time trick or treating, and one of the houses it was in like a fancy neighborhood,
Was it when Nana dressed up as the werewolf?
No, I don't think so. But you went to a house where they were obsessed with the band Kiss, and they gave out big, huge candy bars and a drumstick, like an actual wooden drumstick. Yeah, I was more impressed by it than you were, but
I was like, what is this?
yeah.
Did you ever end up using it?
No, I don't. You brought it home, and I don't know what you did with it. Threw it in your toy box, and they got lost somewhere.
Got lost with my Barbies.
Probably, or at least their heads and their
I'm
clothes.
surprised that you didn't steal it from her because of just being all up into the drums like you are.
Yeah, I wasn't really playing drums then. It was mainly just guitar, but it still would have been cool to hold on to. I also remember like this one lady. It was a woman that my mom knew, and she lived in this trailer park, and no kids went to the trailer park. But I remember she was so sad, and she was like, "I'm giving out good stuff. Just come by." I was younger at the time, so we went there, and sure enough, she had like big bag of chips, like the individuals, but the bigger one, chips, full size candy bars, um, like Capri Suns. Like it was a whole like Halloween care package basically. And nobody would trick or treat. Like nobody else was giving out candy, so she was the only one. But whoever missed that trailer, they missed out.
Yeah, we always went over Mulberry. You know where Mulberry is, right? That
Well, I'm sure if anybody sees it, not everybody knows what we're talking about.
Well,
but Mulberry's
no,
like this um, really fancy housing complex where it's all like big houses and people with lots of money, a lot of doctors and nurses live out there, and
yeah, people with the cha-ching.
oh yeah,
But that's where we would always, as kids, go trick or treating. Or up, now there was another particular area that we would go that was a little closer to home, but the houses a little more squished together. Those were the best because you can hit more houses like bam, bam, bam.
yeah, and they all gave out good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like the good neighborhoods. Yeah, that's the good ones to hit because they always give out cool stuff. But I do remember like every now and then, you know, keeping with the spooky side of things, you would run across a house where it was like they were giving out candy and stuff, but it's like, all right, if there's anybody that's going to have razors and, you know, razor blades and needles and stuff in their candy, it's going to be this house.
Right.
Never happened, but there was some real creepy houses, you know, that you would run into from time to time.
Oh, I got one. Lorelai, tell us about the clown that you were really super scared of when I took you to a trunk or treat.
Oh,
Are you talking about the one with stilts?
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, so it was at like Trash
Mm-hmm.
Ministries. Yeah.
A biker church that was doing trunk or treat. Mm-hmm.
So they had like this huge opening and everything, and like I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna seem cool. I'm gonna like this. Nothing seems scary. Well, maybe just a little bit. But, yeah, Anyways, so mom or my grandma one, they walked me up to the door, and all I see is this huge clown on stilts. And I immediately start bawling my eyes out, falling backwards, trying to get out of the way. And I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And then like, bruh, that thing just kept getting closer and closer and closer. I'm not even joking. I was like, why is it, first of all, why was it so tall? And second of all, why does it keep staring at me? Like, yeah, I know I was scared, and I know I'm fine. I joke. Anyways, but we get the point, okay? But still, like, my worst fear is clowns.
But she dressed up like one.
Trying to get over that fear.
Hey, don't be hating because
my worst fear is clowns, and I'm dressed up as one.
Yeah, got to get over those fears somehow.
The irony right now
Yeah.
at this table.
Well, speaking of being terrified, and you know, I'd already mentioned it before. You know, the Spirit Halloween's popping up left and right. It's one of my favorite stores to go to. All my favorite horror movies and stuff. They always have like cool masks, shirts, hats, everything Halloween. Shout out Spirit Halloween. You guys want to do some sponsoring? I'm there for it. But anyways, I remember we took. I think we had all the kids with us this particular time, but you for sure. You were all for it. You were excited to go in. I mean, did we? I think we made it to one of those things that jumps out at you. It was like a dog one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Step on it, and the dog like shoots out of the little dog house.
Yep.
And you just started screaming bloody murder. And your mom had to like pick you up and carry you out.
You screamed all the way through that store and would not stop.
Yeah, it was one of the quickest trips to Spirit Halloween I think I've ever taken.
But while she was screaming, Jason, my, our
Yeah, your son,
oldest,
yeah.
my son, which is our oldest child, you had took him inside of the little tiny haunted
Yeah, it was like a
walkthrough.
tunnel that you could go through, and they had like these new displays for the year.
And
I kept telling him, I kept trying to tell him, like, you know, you need to stick with us. You need to stick with us. And he just kept going off doing whatever. So I remember thinking, like, all right, I'll fix you. So he goes in, and he thinks I'm behind him. I run around, and I can hear when you get halfway, it would make like this loud explosion sound, and like these things would pop up on screens. So I could hear it, and then I run around to the opposite side, and I bust through the curtain and just like, ah. And it was just some other random kid that had walked in. Jason had gotten scared and just ran back out the other way, and I just scared this other kid out of nowhere. I have no idea who he was. Terrified him for life.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that you one time scared a dude that was wearing really, really short shorts and flip flops?
It's possible.
Those are the type of things we don't need to expose on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first time that something like that's happened, but I wasn't trying to scare this poor kid, but I definitely terrorized him. Yeah, and his parents, like his dad specifically, I remember was standing at the curtain watching him, and he seen me. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and he's just laughing. He was like, "Yep, he'll learn." Yep. So that was awesome.
And you weren't
Way to go, Halloween dads. We're gonna get them.
And you weren't even trying to either.
No, that was the best part. Yeah, that was the best part. Those are always fun. I had an aunt and uncle, and their two sons would always dress up and just like a scarecrow or something or a skeleton, and they would sit so still on their porch. Little kids would go up, trick or treat, get the candy, and right as they were getting ready to turn, they would pop up and scare the crap out of those kids. And then they would like take off. It was a long driveway, so they would take off down the driveway and they think they're safe, and then another one would pop out from behind the bed of a truck and scare them again on the way out. Pretty awesome.
I didn't really go to too many things. I remember I did one time go to like the haunted house. I don't really remember all the details of it because it's been so long ago. I was kind of young.
Yeah.
Now I do know that, you know, I do know that I grew up in like the church and things like that. And, we would get involved in like scare mare.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
really big for like our area. Scare mare.
So doing scare mare at different churches and things like that. So I would attend those. I was allowed
Shout out to Scare Mare because I haven't heard of that in a while. So if that's still going on, good for you. If anybody's ever been, let us know in the comments. Like that's a big one from when I was a kid, but I haven't heard of it in years.
Yeah, the churches around this area would put on scare mare a lot when I was a kid. And that was one of the number one things that I was allowed to do was go to the scare mare. I could go to any scare mare I wanted to, but my parents were always a little skeptical because I was never the horror movie type. I mean, if I'm being honest, I would have to turn on a light in every single room, and I was reluctant to turn it off when I left. So I was kind of like a lightweight.
Which is the basis for this show. You would watch a scary movie, be scared, you would hear some kind of bump in the night, probably the ice maker going off or the dog, in a room that you forgot she was in, and then you would say, "Did you hear that? What's that sound? What is that?
And
Something's coming to get me." Yeah.
Unless it's an alien, and then I want to pinch its skin.
Yeah. Well, I think we covered basically all the basics of the spooky season, Halloween, trick or treating, horror movies, haunted houses. God, stay away from those daggone bobbing for apples.
Yeah, you don't know whose mouth has been on it.
Yeah, gross. Well, we're going to go ahead and close this episode out. We hope everybody's had some fun. Maybe it brought back some memories of your favorite Halloween traditions. Definitely let us know down in the comments anything you want us to know. I like hearing other people's, favorite scary movies, favorite Halloween traditions, haunted houses, candies. All that stuff's interesting to me because everybody's different. Um, everybody has their own thing that they get into for the spooky season. But everybody stay safe out there. Have a really happy Halloween. Have some tricks, have some treats, and come back for another episode. And I don't want to forget that this podcast is powered by Desperado Metal Designs. I'll leave a link. Go check some stuff out. Rings, necklaces, all handmade by yours truly. And again, I'm Brandon. This is Loralie. Annavay, and my lovely co-host Nina.
And as always, guys, keep it spooky.